choices you made, did you make them up?
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the time, how close it starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I I fell so fast from heaven. It's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. My love, I'm gone, I need to be strong. The darkness it tried to swallow me. Some days I fall, but I hear your call. I pray I don't hit the ground. Gravity. 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 Gravity.
Hand on the wheel, got my pistons pumping, all 800 horses running. Oh baby, 125 in the middle of the night, got my engine thundering. Dream machine, racing queen, I'll take you wherever you wanna go. Let's slow us down, break the speed of sound. Tonight we all know crazy. Dream machine, racing queen, you make my heart beat. You make my heart beat. Dream machine, racing queen, you make my heart beat. You make my heart beat. Red light on the highway, blue lights flashing behind me. Dream machine, racing queen, you make my heart beat. You make my heart beat. Born to ride, Mustang 65, got that V8 engine with a fuel injection. Drop the clutch, pedal to the floor, turn that kitty pot into a lion's roar. Dream machine, racing queen, I'll take
Welcome everybody. Sorry about the long drawn out intro there. I was having difficulty getting a good route set up for this. Trying to get a good slant whiskey route. So, we got that all sorted now though, so let's get this sucker turned on and going, shall we? So, starting off, battery master on. Standby power normal. APU click started up. Just get that APU door opening. Doors open, start her up. Just waiting for that to spin up all the way, and then we're going to be able to get the power going. Alright. I just realized I don't have this on so you can hear it. There we go. Power's established there. Let's get galley power turned on. Galley fan to auto's fine. Chiller's on. And what else we got going here? Bleed air open. That will give bleeds to the packs. You know, it'd be smart if I kept it, if I just did it the way I normally do, which is just go top down. So good, 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 good. We'll get you fuel in a second. Good, 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 good. Let's just pressurize up the brakes real quick, then turn it back off. It's good, 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 good. And down here, pumps all on. Excellent. And back up front. You know what? Let's do this. It's way easier to use the overhead panel view. Nav, nav, nav. Coming down the list here, off is good. Anti-skid on. Body gear steering, armed. Nav lights on. It's all looking good. Emergency lights armed. No smoking sign on. Stall test is good. Airspeed over warning test is good. Over rotation test is good. Wing overheat test is good. TAT test on the left is good. Oops. TAT test on the right is good. Good, good, good. All the overhead indicator lights are working properly. Good.
Oh, ah.
Ground proximity alerts working. Instrument test warning is working good. Radio. Bueno. Standby on the transponder good. This should be in go around EPR mode. And radar standby. Alright, that's all set. What up, XP Aviator? How you doing, man? Do you like my slightly different icons I have in the channel now? Also, you missed my cool cinematic view. I'll do it again in a second, just to show it off. I'm very proud of it. Took the time to make a cool walk of shame video for when the captain wants to stretch their legs on a long flight in the 747. Let's see. Total fuel, gonna need 46,000 pounds. Now rounded up 47. Payload. I wish this had a zero fuel weight option, so we'll do this by gross weight. Takeoff gross weight should be 51,000. So we'll just increase that until it says 51,000. I'm interested to see what it ends up doing. Well, yeah, see, that doesn't really do what I want it to do. And if you just do 0 fuel weight, it doesn't board people. That's kind of silly. A340 tonight. Yeah, I saw. I'm looking forward to watching you fly it. I thought about snagging it, and then I saw it was $80 or $90, and I was like, I really shouldn't. I just got this plane, and I have so many other planes I can fly, too. Let's do this. This is a lot of spinning. There must be a better way to do this. Let's go this way. It's probably easier. Boop. Passengers, just bump it up. Let's do that. Now maybe I can go to the payload? Yeah, now I don't have to spin as long. Awesome. So it says 319 passengers. Alright, 319 passengers. And that doesn't show me my 0 fuel weight either. That's stupid. Takeoff gross weight, or ramp weight should be 50,000, or 506,324. 506,324. So, see, that's interesting. That's saying, like, I'm not going to bring... Oh, that is how it calculated, actually. No cargo, so, okay. That works. Oh, but that didn't do it either. Maybe I should just do the 0 fuel weight one. You're giving away a copy soon? Very nice. I will not enter on that, just on the premise of I won this from you, so I'm not going to take it away from another viewer so soon. Heck, I probably don't even have the points. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to do fast load. So, total fuel, 47,000 is fine. Payload, 65. Well, we just need 50 math. About 507. That's pretty good. We'll just do that. You see, the problem is I don't know if that actually writes it into the sim the way it says it does when I do it that way. Yeah, see, it didn't really do it. Fuel. I guess it did the fuel. I'm debating on which way I want to do this. Huh? 47,000 pounds and 49,000 per... Yeah, see, I don't know. I guess I should just use the load calculator the way I've been doing. So we should have 319 people on board. There's 319 people. And our block weight with 46,265 pounds of fuel, which it won't let me control manually. We're not going that far though, what the heck? Oh, there we go, it's down there. So 47, that's close enough. 550 miles, 340, blah, 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 blah. 47,000, but that doesn't... I really need to figure out a better way to run through this, because there's 3 different ways you could do it, and it's not very clear on which one actually does what, you know? So, what's that put our takeoff weight at? 53,000? That's a little higher than what it's supposed to be. So is the block weight, with that much fuel. So 47,000 pounds of fuel. It's because of the cargo. 46,265, good. 319 passengers, good. Let's block weight at 50,800. That's damn close. Okay, good enough. We'll go with that. We'll just go with that. Use load sheet. Tell tanker to reach this total amount. That was easy. And payload, let's board our passengers. We don't need to load any cargo. Let's see if we can't get this thing started up. Well, actually, as that's going on, are you still there, Mr. XP Aviator? Want to see the cool cinematic I made? I screwed up, though. I didn't make a shortcut to it yet on my stream deck, so I'm going to have to do that next time. It's nothing crazy fancy. It's just a walk from the lab to the flight deck. It's not even going to do it. Oh, I know why. There we go. So I made this as part of the new intro that I'm going to try and do on most of my planes. At least if I'm an X-plane, we're going to start from the back of the plane and walk our way up to the flight deck. Of course, on this plane, that's a bit longer than the normal walk. And then I also made a little cabin tour slideshow. Or not slideshow, but camera view. Figure probably do that one in the air when we have some dead time. Yeah, check that out. Nifty. Anywho, iPad, I believe we are good to go there and all set up. Are you gonna let me zoom in now, game? Uh-oh, did I break it? The heck is it doing now? Not the words you want to hear someone say. Won't let me zoom. There we go. That was really weird. Alright, as far as ground goes, I don't need any of that to be happening. We are currently boarding. We're at 65 passengers, so I'm betting I'm going to have to speed that along here. And then performance calculations, we're going to load the information from the data sheet. Read the weather from the simulator, which that reminds me, let's make sure that active sky is working properly. It says it is. Looks like it is. Cool. Let's set the bugs. Stab trim is going to be 3.7 units. So let's go get that set up. That's going to be a nose down, I believe. Oh, that's right. I don't have hydraulic power on yet, so I can't even do that. Hey man, can you turn on the hydraulics? Yeah, no problem. That's about 3.7 units. Alright, and we can turn the hydraulics back off. Alright, other than that, things we need to do, we need to get the ATIS, which I'm going to get the digital ATIS real quick. We need to get our clearance, preset what we need to preset for departure, and that's about it, really. And then we'll be good to go. So let's get these frequencies and everything programmed in. We're doing Denver to Helena. More than likely going to be the Denver 2 departure. Got that ready to go, and I've got the taxi chart ready to go. Clearance delivery is going to be on 1875. Oh, that's right. Those do it this way. Hold on. We're going to make our life way easier here. We're just going to spin it in onto my panel because it does the 0.25 spacing. Makes my life way simpler. So 1875 is ready to go for clearance delivery. Departure should be on There's 3 different departure frequencies. I'm gonna guess 127.05. That's interesting. Oh, I see why it's doing that, because the way mine swaps it. Okay. I'm gonna assume 127.05 will be my frequency for departure, since it'll be the north direction. Our taxi frequency, well, that's going to be based on which runways they're using. So let's pull up the digital ATIS from PilotEdge. Alright, it's information whiskey there. Winds 210 at 23, gusting to 33. 10 statute mile viz, few at 9er, scattered at 22,000, temperature 23, dew point -2, altimeter 29er, 44. That is some low pressure there. Parting runways 17 right, 25, and 8. So based on that, I would assume we'd launch off a runway 25. So our taxi route is going to be out to the west side of the airport. So 127.5 will be our frequency. It's 127.5 for ground. And I don't believe... well, there is a ramp control. Does the ATIS say contact ramp, or does it just say contact ground? Because I think this is an FAA-controlled ramp. VFR depart... multiple RNAV Zulu approaches in use. VFR departures, contact clearance, delivery, advise on course heading, attitude, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to assume no. So, ground, our tower will end up being runway 25, 128.75. There we go. Alright. Frequencies are set. We've got our ATIS. We need to get our clearance, so we'll do that next. So clearance is 1875, ready to go over there. Let's talk and listen to COM2. I also need to connect to PilotEdge. We are... hold on a second. I need to hide this from you guys. Probably shouldn't have my email just chilling right there, should I? We are United 360.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Alright. And we're talking on 2. Let's look good, look good, look good. Alrighty. Denver clearance, United 360 on the ground in Denver, ready to copy IFR to Helena.
360 Denver clearance, standby, it'll be a full route.
Roger, we're slant whiskey. I know that makes it kind of funky. Feel bad when I screw this up for them. I should probably start looking like in the AFD and such to try and find some routes that the full route clearance works with a bit better. Or not the full route, so I just have the stuff ready to go. Make their life easier. man. I try to just look up if there's anything on FlightAware. Ooh, that's what I should have done. There we go. That's what I should have done. Maybe use their IFR route analyzer.
360 Heavy, clear to Helena Airport. Denver 2 departure. Radar vectors Cheyenne VOR. J13. Billings. Victor 247. Helena VOR, direct. Climb and maintain 10,000. Departure is 126.1, squawk 1465.
Alright, got Denver 2 departure vectors to the Cheyenne VOR, Jet 13, Billings, Victor 247, Helena VOR, direct, climb maintain 10,000, departure on 126.1, and I missed the squawk, United 360.
360, 1465.
1465, United 360. Do you guys have a good resource for these slant whiskey routes so I can make your guys' life easier in the future?
The 360 read back correct. My brain is my resource.
Okay, yeah, I just tried to piece together something that looked decent, but guess not.
It's just airspace familiarity that we have, so we kind of know where we want people at certain points. So if we see something we don't like, we'll just put it on what we think is best for airspace management. It's not really anything you as the pilot can predict unless you have the airspace knowledge.
Roger, or if there's a previous flight plan real world that actually uses Victor Airways and such.
Right, exactly. It's definitely not easy.
Alright, thank you, United 360. Alright, 1465 on the squawk. He gave us climb maintain 10,000 as our initial departure. He said it's going to be 126.1. Because we are going a little bit of a different route than we had planned. And so yeah, we need to get that route thrown in here just so we can make sure we know where we're going. So we are doing the Denver 2. We're going to the Cheyenne VOR. So this is going to be the fun part. It's finding these fixes. So let's do this. I know the Helena VOR is in there, so let's just get rid of this other stuff from the route. I believe the Billings VOR is just BIL. So it's Billings, Victor 247 to Helena, and Jet 13 to Billings. We need the Cheyenne VOR. So let's see if we can find. There it is. CYS. Alright, so we got Cheyenne VOR. Let me actually show you what I'm doing here. I was just putting it in a Navigraph since that's what we're using for our navigation. No, that's right, I have it over there to make life simpler. Alright, so we've got... Does this actually fit on the screen right now, first of all? Yeah, it looks like it does. So we've got the Denver 2, which doesn't really overlay in here. Oh, I guess I actually can. Or no, it won't do it because it's on our nav. That's right. So the Denver 2, which is just vectors, to the Cheyenne VOR, Jet 13, for the high route, so you can see that, to the Billings VOR, good. Victor 247, so then we're dropping back down to the low end routes. Victor 247 to the Helena VOR. That's a hell of a lot less complicated than what I was running before, let me tell you. And then direct. So, alright, we got that all set. Cool. Easy peasy. It's all set. That's actually a simpler route than what I had programmed in. So, for our VHF radios, our first fix is going to be Cheyenne. So how about we program that in? That's going to be 113.1. And we might as well just throw it in on both sides. And it's just going to be vectors, so it's just eventually it's going to say when able go direct, and then we'll just spin in the course at that time. It's going to be something close to 360, so let's just... I mean, it's going to actually probably be more like 010, but we'll just put north in for now just because that'll be pretty close. And based on the departure frequency he gave me, 126.1, we can expect a west of, okay, that makes sense. Initially you're going west, then yeah. So we are going to be going off of runway 26 like I had planned. Alright. Got our ATIS, we got our clearance, radios are programmed, panels programmed other than our runway heading of 263. That's programmed in. Altimeters are one thing we are missing. We're 29er44. It's going to take a second. It's pretty low altimeter setting. 29er44. Alright, and I believe that cross sets. It does. Awesome. So altimeters, so this is kind of our briefing here to check that everything's set right. Altimeter set, that's set, that altimeter's set. Good, 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 good. Alright, we should be pretty much ready for our B4 start. So, let's do this. Let's see where we are in the boarding process. We are ready to go. Alright, so it's going to be seatbelt sign on. We're already set to arm there. Beacon on, which is going to have that pull away. Probe heaters on. Windshield anti-ice coming on. Come on. That one's hard to get from this angle. You know what I could have done? That would have made that a lot easier. Could have just done this. That would have been a lot easier than using my track IR. It's just fun to use track IR for certain things. Nav lights on, beacon lights on. I believe everything up here looks good for pushback. Down here, we are also all set. And on the panel over here, looks good to me, other than once we go to use the checklist, I'm sure it's going to say differently. So, let's start it up.
Before start checklist, please. Gear lever and lights. Down and check. Brakes. Parked. Start levers. Off. Radios. On and check. Flight control hydraulic power. On.
I believe
INS.
that's down here.
Check and nav.
Oh no, that was up here, that's
Compasses. Slaved. Window heat. On. Seatbelts and no smoking. On. Emergency lights. Armed.
Armed.
Exterior lights.
On.
Check. Flight instruments. Check.
Check.
Altimeters and clocks.
Set.
9, 7. Set and cross check.
Wish you could tell to
Radio
read off
INS
the,
switches.
Other reading.
Radio. Radar and transponder. Standby. Indicator lights. Check. Engine and wing anti-ice. Off. Stall warning.
Tested.
Check. Mach airspeed warning.
Tested.
Check. Auto brakes. Check and off. Body gear steering. Arm. Anti-skid. On. Autopilot and flight director. Check and off. Takeoff warning. Damn.
Ah, I did miss that. Ooh, you know what'd be helpful? I don't even have the levers on my yoke right, or my throttle quadrant right now. That might help. We should probably get those out, huh? Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still no spoilers, I believe. Not a big deal.
Check.
There we go.
Auto-flight enunciators?
That's funny.
Check. GPWS? Check. Instrument warning? Check. Flight director computer selectors? Check. Instrument source selectors?
I don't remember where the flight director
Normal.
selectors are.
Reserve brake valve? Closed. Spoilers? Down. Static selectors? Normal. Oxygen
sure
mask
where
and
those are.
regulator?
Oh, those are probably down there.
Check and emergency off. Brake pressure?
Check.
Check. Stabilizer trim? Check and on. Rudder and aileron trim? Check. Checklist completed.
Sweet. Now the flight engineers.
Battery on. APU panel.
Seems like that'd be
Check.
something you do
Auxiliary power.
before the pilot
Check.
side, but
Engine oil quantity. Check. Fuel quantity. 4,647 pounds. Fuel panel. Check and set. Pressurization controls.
ooh yeah,
Check and set.
2944.
Bleed controls. Wait.
I'm not sure what else it wants.
Check and set.
That's what it wanted. That's right.
Hydraulic quantity. Check. EPR computer. Go around. Circuit breakers. Check. Indicator lights. Check. Electrical panel. Check and set. Air conditioning controls. This.
See, I still don't know what it wants me to do for this. Do not switch on below 10,000. Whoops. I mean, what does it want from me? Those should be on, right? What do you want from me? I don't know what it wants. I'm gonna have to read to try and figure out exactly what the heck it wants there, because every time it gets hung up right there and nothing. Can't figure it out, so we just click check.
Fire control and wing overheat panels. Check and set.
All good to go.
Equipment cooling. Check.
Right there.
Passenger oxygen.
That's
Check.
up here.
Hydraulic panel. Check and set. Fuel jettison panel. Check. Crew oxygen. On. Oxygen mask and regulator. Check and emergency off. ADPs off. Checklist completed.
Look at that, we're ready for start. Alright. Since that is the case and we're pretty much ready to go, let's call for our pushback. I probably should have
Ground to
already done that, so
cockpit.
we would've been
Please
ready.
show me where you want to go.
We are going to be going to the west. Actually, you know what? He can probably just push us straight back and call it a day. Main's on the line.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
And we can get on our merry way. I need to get our sponsored drink of the day. Hold on. Alright. Everything's good now. We have our drink. And if you're wondering what it is... balls! Get some now! That is not the button I meant to press.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
That's not
Ready
either.
to connect.
What's up? I ruined the mustache. Giving away. That was a struggle. He's ready to connect. I love how he says that. It's like, yeah, come on, let's go. We're sitting here waiting, sir. Fun camera views do I have for you guys that I can do for the exterior. Ooh, this might be cool looking. This he's driving up. Yeah, I kind of like that. Ooh, will we be able to see it actually lifted up off the ground? That'd be cool. I don't think it's gonna. Nah, it's not gonna do that. That'd be cool though. Cool spot to watch the engine start from.
So connected
He just
and
lifted it, you can
bypass
see it.
inserted. Release parking brake.
Just by a little bit. But he did. Alright, releasing the parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Ready to start the engines.
Roger.
Ready for engine start. Starting engine 4.
Start valve open.
Start of valve open. Spinning up. I wonder if you can... Apparently I need to turn off track IR for that, but that's actually like a perfect view. So... That's cool, you can hear it spinning up. Come on, today, Junior.
%, and 2.
It took forever.
Fuel on. Light up.
Kind of interesting to hear the noise transition. Sounds like it's fully started. Yeah, it's stabilized. Alright. Number 3.
Starting engine 3.
Start valve open.
I wonder if this one spins up faster once the other one's already spun up. More bleed air available, so you think it would. I wonder if doing this would help. Bloop. Oh yeah, look at that. That kicked it up just a little bit.
20% and 2.
Fuel on. Light up.
Whoa,
Starter off.
and stabilized.
Engine stabilized.
Starting engine 2.
Start valve open.
Doesn't really seem to make much
20%
difference once
and
you have
2.
two engines running.
Fuel on.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Light up.
Brake set,
Parking
clear
brake
disconnect.
set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Starter off.
And we're looking for that to start rolling back.
Engine stabilized.
And it is stabilized.
Starting engine 1.
Start valve open.
Door valve open. My watch is telling me I need to get up and move around because it's been an hour since I sat down.
20% and 2.
Hey, you know what? I just ran over
Fuel
to the
on.
refrigerator to get a sugary beverage. I don't want to hear it. I
Light
wasn't
up.
sitting around doing nothing.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time
Starter off.
and have a great flight.
I doubt I'll be able to see set hand signal, but yeah.
Engine stabilized.
Awesome! And let's start our after start checklist, shall we?
After start checklist.
Flight recorder.
On.
Start switches.
Off.
Beacon lights.
On.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Start levers.
Idle detent.
Engine anti-ice.
Off.
Electrical panel. Let's see. Check.
There we go.
Pack valves. This. Open. Dual warning lights. Out. Hydraulic panel. Let's see. Check. Flight recorder. On. After start checklist completed.
Sweet. Let's do our taxi checklist. Alright. For the TED Potcha today, it is calling for, I believe, flaps 10. Yep, so let's go. Ooh, that's something else that's on the way. We're getting detent, so I can actually do the flaps on a flap axis instead of just a little up and down lever, so that'll be
Flaps 10.
flaps 10. Also, just to keep this running smoothly, we can stop the APU. We can turn the cargo heat to normal. I believe that's the only things I have to really reconfigure for departure as far as that panel goes.
Taxi checklist, please.
Flaps. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Takeoff data. EPR and airspeed bugs.
Set and cross-check.
Stabilizer trim.
Set in green band.
Probe heat.
On.
Flight controls.
Damn.
Damn. Here's our flight control check. Forward, left, back,
Check.
right. We're good.
Yaw dampers.
Check.
Seat belts and shoulder harness.
Check.
APU. Off. Fuel heat. Off. Totalizer and gross weight. Set. Flight engineer and pilot panels. Check. Aft cargo heat. Normal. Seat belts and shoulder harness. Check. Taxi checklist completed.
Cool. And we are squawking, and I believe we can taxi to the spot to get out of here, so I can taxi over 4 West and then call ground from there. We are going to need to have ground as the active frequency to do that, which is going to be 27.5. Alright, we are all set. Parking brake is released.
Parking brake released.
Let's get going. We're going that way. Pull up the ATIS because it's probably a different ATIS by now. Nope, still information whiskey. Denver ground, United 360 heavy approaching spot 3 West with whiskey. I don't hear anybody. $27.5. Denver Ground United 360, spot 4 West, information whiskey.
At a 360 Denver ground, runway 25, taxi via Golf.
Runway 25 via Golf, United 360 heavy. 25 via Golf. So Golf is going to be the second taxiway. You can see the first one's hotel, the next one will be Golf. Not a very long taxi, so let's do our before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist.
Icing considerations.
Check.
Cabin alert.
Check.
Transponder.
Check.
Ignition.
Hold on, I gotta put a flight start across the board.
Flight start.
Body gear steering.
I'll turn that off as we actually take the runway.
Back valves. Wait. Closed. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Fuel boost pumps. On. Cross feed valves. Check. Before takeoff checklist completed.
Alright, we are ready to go. The big beautiful bird. Cool plane. Very cool plane. Really well modeled. Alright, lights. Don't really need the extra. Camera is on TARA, so it is running. And action's coming up. Let's go over to tower. At departure and standby. Denver Tower, United 360 Heavy, ready for departure, runway 25.
At a 360 Heavy, Denver Tower, turn right heading 290, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Right heading 290, runway 25, clear for takeoff, United 360 Heavy. Clear left, clear right, we are good to go. Let's try and actually have a good lineup for once. Haven't really figured that out yet on this plane, honestly. Alright, we can kill the body steering, switch to nose steering only. That's looking pretty good now. Alright, excellent. Alright, let's bring it up to stabilized setting.
Stabilized.
And here we go. Locking my chair here.
Cross set.
Sorry about that. Just taking care of my chair so I can drift off a bit.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
That's a lot of left aileron I need right now.
Gears up.
360 Heavy, connect departure.
Over to departure, United 360 Heavy. Not sure why those are fighting like that.
Flaps 5.
Denver departure, United 360 Heavy, 7,700, climbing 10,000, heading 290.
360 Heavy, Denver departure, radar contact.
We need to accelerate more than this.
Flaps up.
Here's my number 4 throttle axis is a little angry.
Thousand level off.
Throttle off to maintain 250 knots out of below.
Eagle clearance, good morning, citation 7 Tango Tango IFR to Phoenix, please.
7 Tango Tango, Eagle clearance, go to Phoenix Airport, Beaver 1 departure, sprocket transition as filed. On via the SID, Denver departure is 120.47, squawk 5634.
Packs are on.
Clear to the Phoenix Airport, Beaver 1 departure, spark transition as filed, climb via SID, departure 120.47, squawk 5634, 7 Tango Tango.
November 7 Tango Tango, read back correct. 360 Heavy, turn right heading 340, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Right heading 340, climb maintain flight level 320, United 360 Heavy.
230, 23.
23, flight level 230, United 360 Heavy. Three 4-0 and 230. Let's go back to auto throttle on. IS mode's engaged. You know, it'd help if the flight director was on so I can see what it thinks I want it to do. Altitude select is orange. Alright, continuing with the checklist. Landing and logo lights are off.
Landing and logo lights. Off. Ignition. Check. Seatbelts and no smoking sign. Check. Back valves. Open. Fuel heat. Let's see.
Fuel heat auto.
Auto. After takeoff checklist completed.
Alright. We're doing just fine. There's one more thing I needed to worry about, and that's accelerating, so...
Eagle Ground, Citation 7 Tango. Tango coming out of the east hangars ready to taxi with uniform.
7 Tango Tango, Eagle Ground, runway 25, taxi via Alpha.
25 via Alpha, 7 Tango Tango.
Not sure why that was acting that way. That was really weird. Looks like we might be picking up the Cheyenne VOR. Let's pull up our chart so we can check the identifier on it to make sure it's...
At 360, turn 10 degrees right.
10 degrees right makes 350, United 360. And we're back in IS mode for the climb. And let's see. I've got the identifier ready to go, so let's take a listen. That is Cheyenne. Excellent. Pretty close on my guess there. A little bumpy. I wonder if Sim Caesar's on right now. No, he's not. I wonder if he's just streaming, just flying on his own to have a good time. Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to figure that out. That's really annoying that they do that and they kind of conflict. It does not like that cinematic view. That is way laggier on my screen than it should be.
Eagle Tower, Citation 7 Tango Tango, short of 25, ready to go.
7 Tango Tango, Eagle Tower, number 25, good for takeoff.
25 cleared for takeoff, 7 Tango Tango.
At 360, enable, direct Cheyenne, 10 Denver Center, 133.67.
Enable direct Cheyenne and 13367. United 360. Boom, and direct Cheyenne. And we are 318. Denver Center United 360s at 201 climbing 230 direct Cheyenne.
At a 360 Denver Center, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, United 360. I needed that second because it was such a huge altitude adjustment. Everything's looking ducky. We are 40 miles from Cheyenne. After Cheyenne, we are going to track outbound on the... Man, that's hard to read. 317 degree radial. I'll have that programmed in on this side as a reminder. We're ready to go.
7 Tango Tango, contact Denver Center.
Denver Center, good morning, citation 7 Tango Tango, 9,500, climbing via.
7 Tango Tango, Denver Center, climb maintain flight level 230.
Climb maintain flight level 230, 7 Tango Tango.
Okay, maybe I got that to calm down. Sounded pretty unhappy. Let's see if we can do the cabin tour cinematic, how laggy it is. I don't think it's going to like it since we're flying along. Oh no, it works. Alright. Here's your little cabin tour upstairs, going down the stairs, downstairs, towards the main front entrance, your front galley. Then up here you have your first class section that's on the first deck, right behind the radome. And then back here you have business class. On a modern configuration, this whole front area would probably be pods. And then you'd probably go directly from business on the first floor down to, this would be premium economy for the start of it, and then it would probably just change right over to main cabin. Now, a more modern 747 is also longer. It can carry even more people, so there is that. And also first class on the second, or yeah, on the top deck is bigger. So there's our little cabin tour.
So Tango, connect Denver Center, 133.67.
3367, 7 Tango Tango. Denver Center, citation 7 Tango Tango, 15,000, climbing flight level 230.
November 7 Tango Tango, Denver Center, climb and maintain flight level 430.
Climb and maintain flight level 430, 7 Tango Tango.
Dang, he might be going on a long flight, or he's a little rocket ship of a plane. Alright, cone of confusion at 34,000 feet. 34 divided by 6 is going to be, what? 36 divided by 6 is 6, so at about between 5 and 6 miles. We can expect to go into cone of confusion, which is coming up. So let's do this. Switch it over to number dos. Yeah, I'm not sure what the auto thrust is doing right now. Coming in on the right side. Let's get 317 programmed in on the left side. There we go, we'll go recapture that. Hopefully it doesn't overcorrect, we're really not that far off. Yeah, it's gonna. I might get it. Pretty good, actually. let's try that autothrottle again. I'm not sure why it's pulling the power back. It's set to EPR mode. Yeah, it didn't pull it back very far. So apparently I just need to not have
Down
that
to
set
level
all
up.
the way up, and then it's happier. Alright, on our way to Cheyenne. Let's see what our changeover point's going to be. Or from Cheyenne, I should say. Muddy Mountain is the next VOR, which is going to be 116.2. Let's get that on this side. It's 114 miles away. Awesome. Let's see if there's a specific changeover point on here or not. Doesn't look like it. So just when these are basically matching number, we'll switch over to the halfway point. See if we can do that other cinematic I had of the outside, see how angry it is. That's better. It was interesting on the climb out. I didn't really want to do that. I was pretty upset about it. Oops. It really doesn't like how it kind of is fighting with the actual positions of the thrust levers, I think. I'm gonna have to fiddle with that. It's kind of silly. It's really annoying. Hold on. That usually helps with the noise a little bit. No, it's still pretty bad. Well, we might just have to abandon the auto throttle because it just does not seem to want to cooperate. Honeycomb's acting like there's too much noise. I'll have to see if I can tweak the throttle settings after this flight so it's not doing that. That's pretty rough. And then it quiets down. And it's happy. Weird. But we just won't bother with the auto throttle for now. That's fine. That'll track our... Alright, how we doing over here? Let's use the weird reserve tanks that aren't really reserve tanks, apparently. And let's identify this next VOR so we can confirm we're listening to the right one. Looks like it should be long, short, short. Long, short, short, long, short, long, long. is what we're looking for. Excellent. We're just about at the switchover, so let's go to the FO side of the flight deck to take a look. How that course looks, that looks fine. And there's pretty much our changeover point. Switch over to number 2. Come back over to the number 1 side, program in that next radio as well. 116.2. Make sure it's hearing the right one. Yep, very good. And over to number 1 side. After Muddy Mountain, we are going to go via jet route. So we have to switch here. There we go. After Muddy Mountain, our outbound course is going to be... Looks like it's still 317 on the dot. I wish this would zoom in more. It's so hard to read. Yep, 317. So we can just leave it as is. What we will do is we'll match up our current heading, so when we get close, we can switch to heading mode for the cone of confusion, and then once we're past the cone of confusion, we'll switch it back over to VOR mode. Alright, we're about halfway through the flight. Nope, not even quite there yet. See if the commands are working properly now. I just supposedly fixed the command bot. Let's test one, shall we? What do we feel like doing? Let's just do this one.
That was easy.
Ha! Awesome. It's working. Excellent. Really weird. It does not want to let me update the route in SimToolkit Pro. Oh well, doesn't really make much difference, honestly. About another 40 minutes airborne. See if the auto throttles can play nice. Doesn't really look like they can play nice. That just does not want to cooperate at all. Don't mind me screwing with the thrust lever, I'm just trying to get it to wake the hell up. Yep, screw the auto throttle. It's just... does not want to cooperate for whatever reason. Or at least the axes on my throttle don't want to cooperate, I should say. Let's set just like 1.25. Close enough. Just have it flyer heading until we're past the cone of confusion here. What up, Ride Dog? So you missed a few things, Ride Dog. I'll show you in a second once we've recaptured this course here. That's close enough. That is not doing what it's supposed to do. Well, we're gonna have to fix that camera view, apparently. You're sick this morning? Aw, man. Sleep's important on that. Hopefully you're feeling a little better. So I wonder, if I go back to this, are all these messed up? I bet they are. That one's messed up, that one's messed up. What the heck? Those three camera views have been being such a pain in the ace. Take a look, see, make sure everything's looking good. It is. Cool. How long are we going to be on this VR? Yeah, that livery was included. It was supposed to be the camera angles. I set up a bunch of camera angles and threw them into the Stream Deck to try and make life a little easier. Let me show you the couple cinematics I made. So there's this one. Helps when I'm clicked on the client. That looks like dog balls on the frickin' stream again, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, what the heck? This whole time it's looked like crap, but I didn't even know.
Yeah, 360, contact Salt Lake Center 135.77.
13577, United 360. Salt Lake Center United 360 Heavy, flight level 340.
Yeah, 360, Salt Lake Center.
Alright, there we go. That looks much better now with that filter. Oh yeah, that looks way better. So there was this cool cinematic. There's the cabin tour. Take it down the stairs. Go take a look at the first class cabin on the first floor. Come back, take a look at business class, and kind of just walk through the plane. And then I have a similar one I made for the intro, where it's basically just walking from the rear lab up to the flight deck. It wasn't hard, it was just time consuming. Because basically what this is doing is it's individual camera points that I had to set up, and then it's just kind of an automated transition in between them. So like this view is a camera point, the view when the spot where it stopped and it was still looking aft was a camera point, so you had to make a spot aft, and then make a spot here where it turns to it, and basically just kind of repeated that. So it wasn't hard, it was just time consuming. And here's the lab to the flight deck. You know, when the captain needs to get up during the flight, he just doesn't want to be in the flight deck for a while. He walks all the way to the rear lab on the first floor. Because you know they'd totally do that on a real flight like this. Here we are. And some clouds. What's the SAT? Minus 52. Okay, we don't care about the clouds then. So yeah, it took some time to make some nice cameras. Did it on the Zibo 737 as well. I need to do it on the Felis, the Airbus, because I do want to fly that Airbus a bit more, since that's going to be the plane I'm flying next in real life. And I gotta figure out why this doesn't want to play nice, the auto throttle. I'm assuming there's some sort of noise in the throttle quadrant right now that's causing it to spaz out the way you saw. But let's see if we can see them. Yeah, see it shaking right now. Hold on, let's do this. Sorry, well, no, I can't. I'm not doing that immersion braking. I'll fix it later. Hello, check IR, wake up. There it goes. And then I have a bunch of just in cabin views. You know, we got upper deck, left seat, out the window. I really like this view. This view is cool. Just a view of the upper deck itself. First class cabin on the first floor. We've got a little view kind of from the entrance, so you can kind of just pan around here. Apparently that's a little bugged out, but whatever. Main cabin engine, not a very good view though. Actual over-wing view, much better. Left behind the wing, and a rear main cabin near the labs. And then some of these exterior views got messed up, so I'll just have to fix them, which isn't a big deal. I'll just do it after the stream. Ooh, crap, I should be paying attention to navigation here. Let's see, the next VOR, is there a changeover point on here, or is it just halfway? It's just showing halfway. Okay, so the next one's going to be the Billings VOR, 114.5. Look at that. Look at them. They're all spazzing out. 114.5 is set, and the identifier is long, short, 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 long, short, short is what we're listening for. That is Billings. Alright. And the inbound track to that one...
Number 7 Tango Tango, contact Denver Center, 127.02.
2702, 7 Tango Tango.
And once those are about the same number, we'll just switch it over to navigating off that other VOR. We'll be good to go.
Denver Center, good afternoon. Citation 7 Tango Tango, flight level 430.
Listen, 7 Tango Tango, Denver Center, sir.
I'm glad I did that, because that's coming up fast, and it does when you're going as fast as we are. Hauled ass. What's our ground speed? Yeah, 550 knots. I think that's into the wind, too. Alright, that's pretty darn close. Let's do this. Let's go... just sync our heading up, just so it doesn't do anything crazy. Or if it does, we can switch to heading mode. It looks good, though, so... over to number 2. Excellent. And let's switch our number 1 VHF radio over as well. Let's listen to make sure it's captured the right one. That is Billings, so we can go back to number 1. Good to go. This setup just makes flying via the VOR so easy. It's really nice, actually. Alright, after Billings, the next VOR is going to be the Helena VOR, but we're going to change our course after Billings before we do that. The outbound course is going to be 287. So we'll have that pre-programmed in to go, and we're just going to fly over Billings, then we'll follow the outbound course of 287. That's ready to go. Put that in dual, so that side we can just see what it's going to do. We got about 80 miles till we get to that point. Once we are at Billings, it's Billings direct to Helena, which is only about, let's see, 35... about 50 miles. We're at flight level 340. The airport's at 4,000. That makes math easy. 30 times 3 is 90 miles out, so... let me make sure my math was right here. It wasn't, because the way this is different. So 15, 27... that's almost exactly 50 there. So 40 miles. And there's 35, 36, so at 31 miles, oh man, 31 plus 8 39, 49, 50. All right, 50 miles from the Billings VOR after we pass it is our top of descent. So I'm writing that down. 50 past Bill is our top of descent. Plane. Let's go look at our fuel panel, see how we're doing on fuel. Got about 22,000 pounds left. You can see we used about 20, a little over 20. We're past halfway there, so that math just about checks out. Quite damn PilotEdge so far. .540 knots is our current ground speed. About a 60 knot wind. That's kind of a quartering tailwind. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Have this side on that, and then have the FO side on wind. I like that idea. Just gives you that info. Nice, quick, and easy to get to. Alright, 50 miles at a little under 600, at a little under 10 knots miles a minute, so we only have about 5 minutes until we cross over the VOR.
Yeah, 360 to set up pilot discretion, maintain level 240.
Pilot discretion down to flight level 240, United 360. We're gonna hold off on that for now. You know what, we'll extend our top of descent out a little bit. Let's give ourselves a little more space. We'll say 30 past the Billings VOR. We'll descend down to, we'll start our descent down. Just gives us a little more time. Did I pre-program the zoom out intro sequence too? Zoom out outro? Oh no, that would have been smart. Yeah, I should do that. Good call. That'll be the next another thing I have to do. Because then I can just press the button, you know, on my deck and it'll just do it. Just have it kind of orbit for a second and then just... Whoop. The only part of that would be tough is I'd have to marry it up with the music, because I've been using that one song for the outro when I do that, right? Where it just goes zoop once the, Well, I guess, actually, never mind, that wouldn't be that hard, because I could just have it on, like, an orbit, and I could just have my finger resting there, and then when it hits that moment, I hit the button for the next camera, and it just starts to transition to that super zoomed out one. So that wouldn't be that hard. I imagine I could. Yeah, I think the way I just said would be simpler, but I think I could. I'm not sure how I would integrate it with Spotify, though. Because that song's on Spotify. I guess I could download it and it would just run off the hard drive. I mean, if I could have it so you can set a multi-action, right? So I could, theoretically, make it so I click the button, it starts the song, and if I'm sitting here, assuming it would allow me to do it from inside this program, and this program being the one selected, it would just start a timer, right? Because it's the same amount of time from the start of that song. So you could figure it out, so it is one button press probably, but I think I'd have to be bored to figure it out. What's interesting is the actual thrust lever position on my throttle quadrant right now. You can see this one's about 3% low compared to the other ones, even though it's even with them. There we go, it's marrying up a bit better now. Just a little bit of noise in that one. Alright, we're about to hit the cone of confusion, so let's actually go heading mode and turn towards the outbound heading. What you can see over here is going to be about a 280. I'm actually going to turn past it a little bit. And we'll just fly outbound on that heading until this comes back in, and then we'll have it capture that. There's that to-from flip. You can see now we're getting further away. More than likely I'm going to have to fly further left to capture it. Here it comes in. Now that we're getting outside of the cone of confusion. Looks like we can bring that heading back over to the right just a touch. Just let the wind push us back on. You can see the wind slowly pushing us back onto course here. I'm just going to get it as close as I can before switching it back over to it, manually flying it, so it doesn't do any big unnecessary turns. Alright, switch it back over. There we go. It's doing its thing. Alright, let's bring that same course over to the captain's side. Go back to dual nav. Alright, the next VOR is going to be the Helena VOR on 117.7. Wow, I'm shocked we're picking it up. And the course is going to be 253. And let's identify it. Should be it. Short. Yep, that's it. Good to go. Alrighty, and like I said, once we're 30 past Helena, we'll start down, so we're coming up on that. And we will start our planning for our arrival at that point, too. We're given pilot's discretion down to 240. Ground speed 493, that's going to be 2,500 feet per minute for vertical speed to be about a 3 degree. We'll just do 2,000 feet a minute because we know we're pretty far out. We're actually starting down kind of early. Let's see if maybe this auto throttle will cooperate, huh? Let's tell it speed mode, we're in cruise, let's go on. Maybe it'll cooperate better when I have the throttles all the way back. And Salt Lake Center, United 360 Heavy has left flight level 340 for flight level 240.
Yeah, 360 retro contact Salt Lake Center 133.4.
133.4, United 360. Salt Lake Center, United 360 Heavy, 31.5, descending flight level 240.
Yeah, 360 Heavy, descend path of aggressive, maintain 10,000, Helena altimeter 2970.
Pilot's discretion down to 10,010,000, United 360.
United 360, effect that 14,000. I decided to maintain 14,000.
Roger, we'll make that pilot's discretion out of 4,000, United 360. Hey look, the auto throttles are cooperating when I have my actual throttle levels at idle. Yay. Alright, let's get set up for arrival here. Helena. Is towered. It probably doesn't have digital ATIS in real life. And this is me not caring and going, you know what, it doesn't have digital ATIS in real life. Let's be good. Let's immersion, right? 20.4.
Arriving and departing runway 27. ILS runway 27 approach in use. Leave back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information November. Helena Regional Airport, 8 has information November. 1753 Zulu. Wind 280 between 260 and 330 at 7. Visibility 10. Ceiling 4,500 broken, 5,000 overcast. Temperature 10. Dew point -1. Altimeter 29078. Arriving and departing runway 27. ILS runway 27 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information November.
Information November, we can plan on landing runway 27. So we'll have the ILS 27 ready to go. We'll have the ILS Yankee, it looks like. Oh no, we'll do the ILS Zulu. Lower minimums. Minimums on that are going to be 200 on the DH.
1,000 level off.
Roger, let's keep an eye on that. Let's make sure these throttles play nice. They look like they're playing nice, which is good. They're still playing nice. Let's continue down to 1-4,000. PD down to 1-4,000 vertical speed, and that's gonna be 4,000. That's about 2,200 feet a minute. So we will do just above 2,000 feet a minute. All right, we're all set there. Staying ahead of our descent. It's not it. Was not happy with me. It's like, nope, not having it. Alright. So we're going to be doing the ILS Zulu runway 27. It's on page 11-2, 16th of April 21st is the date on it. Frequency is going to be 110.1. Not tuning it yet because we're flying via this. Ooh, crap. Speaking of flying via this, I need to pay attention because there's a turn coming up here. We're not quite there yet, but once that centers up, we're going to follow it. So we'll keep an eye out. Approach course 267, glide slope intercept at Gailey is 7,400 feet. The DA is 4,052 or 200 AGL is what we have set. Airport elevations 3877. Minimum safe altitude is 10,800 when you look at all the quadrants. Yikes. It's pretty high. Not surprising. We're in the mountains, right? Probably going to get vector the final approach course and then cleared from there. Not probably, definitely. Otherwise, they might have us fly to an NDB. That'd be gnarly. That'd be pretty sweet, actually, to get us to that. I wouldn't complain. It'd be rough, but I wouldn't complain. Got a Bowser approach slates. This is happy left side. Missed approach, straight out 4,600. Climb right, turn 9,000 feet on a 21-degree heading. We'll plan on that because right turn back.
Number 17 Tango, contact opportunity center 134.32.
3432 for 7 Tango Tango. See ya.
High to low, look out below. Let's spin in our new altimeter here. Through 18,000, 2978.
Albuquerque Center, hello, citation 7 Tango Tango, flight level 430.
Mission 7 Tango Tango, Albuquerque Center, descend via the Eagle 6 arrival.
We'll descend via the Eagle 6, citation 7 Tango Tango.
There we go, that is set.
Yeah, 360, radar contact lost, contact Helena, approach 119.5.
119.5, United 360. That's interesting. Helen on approach, United 360. 16.6 descending 14,000, information November.
And 360 held an approach. Roger, expect the ILS runway 27 approach.
We'll expect the ILS 27 approach, United 360. Alright, our minimum altitude here is 13,000 feet. That's why he couldn't let us go down to 10. And it does not get lower until we are inside Felis, which is 15 miles from the Helena VOR, and then it goes down to 9,400. So we're not going to get low anytime soon.
1,000 level off.
1,000 level off, I see it. Finally, part of the descent briefing, landing runway is 9,000 feet long. We can expect a right turnoff down at Gulf or at the end, probably at the end, I would assume, and Foxtrot to the terminal. To a very small terminal that was never meant to deal with a 747. Coming through the clouds. Let's go engine and wing anti-ice on. Alright, that's all set. Let's do our descent checklist. Even though it's more like a descent and approach. Oh, actually no, we need to do our calculation. Landing performance. Load sheet. Read from send.
United 360, cleared ILS runway 27 approach.
Cleared ILS runway 27 approach. United 360.
Bukkake clearance, Delta Echo Foxtrot Kulima is ready, copy Alpha clearance to shell.
So this is going to get fun.
Delta Echo Foxtrot Echo Lima, after gate clearance, clearance to Taos Airport, fly heading 310, radar vectors average KVOR then is filed. Maintain 8,000, expect 11,000, 1 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.4, squawk 2471.
As far as landing distance goes in a moment. Let's also do this. Are we at our altitude? Yeah. So we need to slow down to 250 knots now because I need time.
Delta Echo Foxtrot Kulima is cleared to Taos. After departure, fly heading 130 to Sierra Alpha Foxtrot. VOR radar vectors, then is filed. 8,000, 1,000, 10 minutes after, 127.4, squawk 2471.
Delta Echo Foxtrot Lima, is that correct?
Alright. There's going to be a lot going on really fast here, so hold on. Let me show you what we got to do. First of all, I went off course. We're re-intercepting because I screwed that up. But we're coming in on that radial. We're going to this VOR. Once we're at VOR, I'm going to turn back outbound to the POW and DB via the 090 from the Helena VOR. So once I get to the HOW NDB, which is the outer marker, then I'll start a 1-minute timer. Or actually, it looks like I do a procedure turn hold. That's real fun. So I'm going to have to do this little hold and turn back inbound on my own to come back in. This is going to be gnarly. This is some real instrument shit right here. Which is why I just slowed down, because I was like, I need time. So we're getting back on course right now because I screwed that up. Let's get this checklist done now, because this is going to be a hell of an approach. Braking, we'll do medium braking will be enough. Or wait, we need to put the full info in. Temperature's 10. Temperature's 29078. The wind is 280 at 7 knots. So yeah, we'll just do medium braking, it'll be fine. Medium brake set. And let's set our speed bugs, those are set. Let's go flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Start the
Approach checklist, please.
Seat belts and shoulder harness.
Check.
Seat belts and no smoking signs.
On.
This is 7 Tango Tango.
AIs. On. Exterior lights.
Terrain, terrain.
Auto brake.
Pull up.
Medium.
Thankfully,
Radio,
I know I'm not
INS
close
switches.
to being screwed.
Radio.
Map's
Flight
still on
director
screen,
computer
gotcha. Thanks for
selectors.
getting my attention.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Spoilers.
Damn.
Albuquerque, Ground Delta, Echo Foxtrot, Echo Lima, GA, ramp information India, ready to taxi.
008. Set and cross check.
Landing data, EPR, and airspeed bugs.
Delta Echo Foxtrot Echo Lima Albuquerque Ground runway 21 taxi via Foxtrot Charlie Echo cross runway 30.
Check. Fuel heat. Wait.
Runway 21 via Foxtrot Charlie Echo cross runway 30 Delta Echo Foxtrot Echo Lima.
Off. EPR computer. Let's see. Go around. Cabin altitude. Check. Circuit breakers. Check. Approach checklist completed.
This is gonna be crazy. Going down to 13,000 for now, which is what we are allowed to go down to at this point. Alright, we're set. This is going to be nuts. And I think we're going to be in the suit the entire time, so you ready for a real instrument approach? This is going to be nuts. Oh boy. This is going to be for real. Okay, let's see. This is going to be nutty. Kind of looking forward to it. I'm interested to see how I'll do, because it's no different than doing it in a small plane. Just, you know, you're going way freaking faster because you're a big-ass jet. $15 from the VOR, I can go down to 9,400 feet. And that's probably when I should slow to about, well, 250 knots is fine for that. So just to summarize again, so you can see what I'm going to have to do. So we're back on course. Once we reach Fabox, we'll descend to
Tucson approach, Bonanza 1039 Tango.
Instead of just having ATC vector us...
Number 139 Tango, Tucson approach.
What we're doing is we're
Oh, yes, sir. Good afternoon. I'm not sure if I'm calling the right spot. I'm sitting at Ryan Field with information Kilo IFR over to Grant County.
And I have to turn into this hold pattern and turn back around this way to re-intercept the final approach course, come in and land. And I'm going to have to be at...
Number 139 Tango on
the way
standby.
outbound. And then once I'm on my way inbound, I can descend to 7,100 feet for the glide slope intercept.
Number 139 Tango, to clarify, you're trying to go to Grant County Gulf November Tango?
Oh, wait,
No, it's Sierra Victor November for 1039 Tango.
2,300
Okay, Sierra Victor November is an Army air base in Savannah, Georgia. Is that what you're looking for?
It's going to be real nuts. This is a big plane to be able to get down that quick.
Alright, I'm sorry, my mistake. It's Sierra Victor Charlie. I may have filed it wrong too.
Yep, that makes a bit more sense. Number 1039 Tango, clear to the Sierra Victor Charlie Airport as filed. Maintain 13,000, departure frequency 128.5, squawk 5513.
And go flat.
Alright, thank you very much. 1039er Tango is cleared to the Sierra Victor Charlie Airport as filed. We'll climb and maintain 13,000, departure on 128.5, squawk 5513.
And
For 1039 Tango, read that correct. Hold for release, advise ready for departure to frequency.
We'll hold short and advise when we're ready for departure, 1039 Tango.
The reason I'm configuring so early, it's just going to make our life a little easier as we come down to configure when we need to. Also, we're going to have to talk to Helena Tower, so let's have that ready to go. And the tower's on 118.3. And Helena ground is going to be 121.9er. So that'll be ready to go. We want the marker beacons up because that's what we're going to use to identify the NDB. Oh shit, it didn't start down. That's not good. Let's have this ready to start that right turn outbound.
Perfect Tower, Delta Echo Foxtrot Lima, falling short of runway 21, ready for IFR departure.
Delta Echo Foxtrot Echo Lima, Brigade Tower, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
Delta Echo runway 21, Delta Foxtrot Echo Lima.
Ooh, this is gonna get interesting. This is gonna get real interesting. Actually, you know what? I should have that heading centered up. And I should do this. We should switch to heading mode for now. When we get the to from flip, it's going to be time, turn, twist, throttle, talk. Talk won't be necessary. It says 97
1,000 level
for the
off.
outbound leg, so 97's set. Here comes our to from flip.
$10,000.
There we go. Time. Turn to the outbound. Throttle's being handled. Talk's not necessary. Slow to 180 knots. Flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
Gotta do the twist, 090. .30-degree intercepts on the outbound.
First 7 Tango Tango, proceed for the landing west transition, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
Phoenix approach, hello, citation 7 Tango Tango, flight level 210, descending via the Eagle 6 with Mike.
7 Tango Tango, Phoenix approach, proceed for runway 25 left, expect the ILS runway 25 left approach.
We'll expect the ILS 25 left approach, thanks 7 Tango Tango.
What's our maneuvering speed for flaps? 20. 150. Okay, we're good. Let's actually keep that up. Alright, we've turned outbound to intercept. ADF frequencies.
Tucson approach, Bonanza 1039er Tangos, holding short runway 24 left, ready for takeoff.
1039er Tango, release of departure, clearance for if not airborne by 1910 Zulu, time now 1855 Zulu, report airborne on 128.5.
We'll report airborne on 128.5 and clearance void at 1910 Zulu. On the roll now, 1039er Tango.
Delta Echo Foxtrot Echo Lima, turn right heading 310, contact departure.
There's that.
Right heading 310, contact departure, Delta Echo Foxtrot Echo Lima.
At least it should be. Yep. Got to be getting close to being back on this course. Yeah, if that was the outer marker, then we're very close to being back on course. Yep.
Departure good day, Delta Echo Foxtrot Echo Lima, altitude 8,000 feet.
Nope. Do not do that, plane. You're going to frickin' blow through it. If
Delta Echo Foxtrot Echo Lima, opportunity departure at contact, climb maintain 11,000, clear direct aperture
These jets
TVOR.
aren't really meant to do this just because the turns are so tight.
Climb maintain 11,000 and clear direct Albuquerque VOR, Delta Echo Foxtrot Echo Lima.
Alright, we're right where we're supposed to be, so we should pass over the Hauser NDB here.
Tucson approach, Bonanza 1039er Tangos, just departed Bryan Field, climbing through 3,200.
1039er Tango, Tucson approach, Sergeant.
And once we see that, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to a heading of, here it comes, 057. There it is.
Number 1039er Tango, actually disregarded to see it now. Radar contact 14 miles west of the Tucson VOR.
Turn, twist, we need to put in our localizer.
1039er Tango.
1. Inbound course 267. Once we get to 30 seconds, we'll start the turn back inbound to re-intercept. Actually, we'll let it go. How fast are we going? 160. We'll let it go to 45 seconds. Starting to turn now. Time. Turning to re-intercept the inbound course and glide slope. Or the localizer, I mean. 110.1 is what we want. Let's identify that. Yep, that is the correct
localizer alive.
Identifier. Oh crap, we are gonna get a little behind this. We're gonna get a lot behind this. So 160, that'll help us a little bit. can come down to 7,100 feet.
Okay, 360, contact Helen in the tower.
Over to tower, United 360. Helena Tower, United 360 is at Gelly, inbound on the ILS 27.
United 360, Helena Tower, runway 27, clear to land.
Runway 27, clear to land, United 360. Clear to land lights are on. Here comes the glide slope. Let's put it over to ILS mode. Still a little above the glide slope. Not looking too bad though, honestly. What up, Foobs? Hell yeah, I'll hunt some ghosts after this. I'm about to land. This was a hell of an approach, Foobar. Check it out though. I'm in an old school 747.
Monterey clearance delivery, cover 1-1, mic check.
A lot of work, but a lot of fun.
Cover on 1, Monterey clearance, you're 5x5, how do you hear me?
We're turning off the autopilot because this is all being a pain in my hiney right now. Gear down. Let's go flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
And we're slow under F.
Gears down, green light.
And you can see the runway right out there. We're actually not doing too bad. I could probably click the autopilot back on here in a moment.
Cover 1-1, Monterey clear.
Airspeed, 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 airspeed. That's better. Alright, autopilot's flying, but I still got the throttles. VREF is 129. Wow, that's pretty low. And let's do our before landing checklist.
7 Tango, contact Phoenix approach 120.4.
20.4, 7 Tango.
Down and check. Flaps.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30. Ignition.
Flight start.
Anti-skid.
Check.
Altimeters. 1008. Set and cross-check.
Very good.
Phoenix approach citation 7 Tango, 9,100, descending via the Eagle 6, set for the ILS 25 left approach.
There's 7 Tango, Phoenix approach, clear ILS, runway 25 left approach.
Clear to the ILS 25 left approach, citation 7
I
Tango.
don't have the auto throttles on. Let it get a little too slow there for a second. Yeah, Foobs, this will only be about another 5 to 8 minutes. Want to hunt some ghosts too, Red On? I'm not sure if it caught your entry or not, Red On. Let me see if I can pull that up super quick before we land. Final approach fix. This won't even show me. That's stupid. No.
Cover 1-1 ready.
If it doesn't work, we'll figure it out.
Cover on 1, I think you were calling for a radio check. How do you hear me?
Hear you loud and clear, how me?
Cover 1-1, you're 5x5. You guys you're only authorized to operate inside of the Seattle airspace or back over advance.
You're gonna run I'm guessing it says an errand or two, a race or two on iRacing? Gotcha.
Just to confirm, just Seattle or Vance?
Sounds good.
Yeah, no Oakland operations.
Copy, alright, appreciate it.
$1,000.
Oh, spoilers are armed still. Yep, we're good to go there. Everything's old ducky. Except for that throttle being upset. Autopilot coming off. I'll bounce off. Correcting. Got a touch high, that's okay, we're gonna bring it back down.
500. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing?
The Kima clears delivery. November 3 to the Tango is a Piper Arrow slant Golf. Request flight following to Olympia at 8,500. This information Alpha.
That was,
322 Tango Yakima clearance, departure frequency 123.8, squawk 2250.
Out off reverse. Auto brake
2250. And can you say again for departure frequency, please? Tango.
We're 22 Tango Chinook, departure frequency 123.8.
123.8. So 32 Tango.
Read that correct. And you said you're going to Olympia?
Correct, Olympia.
well, that'll make an interesting replay. Looks like the bot for the landing didn't work at all, which is interesting. I'll have to, yeah, it didn't work at all. I'll have to fix that.
Heavy at Denver with you. I-4 to San Fran.
This is going to be a fun turn.
Flaps up.
Aircraft calling was pretty broken, second.
Bus 108 Heavy with Yankee at Denver, I-4 to San Francisco.
Bus 108 Heavy, Denver clearance clear to San Francisco Airport. Course 6 departure, relax the transition as filed. Columbia SID, departure frequency 126.1, squawk 6473.
Huh, I wonder
what... Taxi to parking via Foxtrot.
Taxi to parking via Foxtrot, United 360. Hold on, we'll have to...
Heavy, did you copy that?
The other one that's not smooth.
None of it.
Airbus 108, clear San Francisco Airport, Crow 6 departure of Val, the transition to the spot climb via the SID, squawk 6473, Airbus.
Airbus 108 Heavy, read back correct.
It is hard to hear over them. I need to adjust the volume. Let's see if that makes it a little quieter, maybe.
Departure Delta Echo.
Ooh, that's much better. That's awesome that that works. Good to know that that's a thing. Even that's realistic. Here, I'll do it.
Delta Echo Foxtrot Echo Lima, climb and maintain 155.
Oh no! Our table! It's broken!
Station 7 Tango Tango, we jump on over to tower.
I need to turn that volume
First
down.
7 Tango Tango, contact Phoenix Tower.
Over to tower, thanks, 7 Tango Tango.
Where are we parking this big
Phoenix
ass
Tower,
thing
afternoon
here?
station 7 Tango Tango, I think ILS
That
25
looks like
left
I'll
approach.
run over him.
Number 7 Tango Tango, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear
That
to
was
land,
just
7 Tango Tango.
ear pain on my end. I don't know about you guys.
Disconnected.
Disconnect from PilotEdge. Let's pull into our parking spot here. This is going to be interesting. Let's see how well I can do parking this just from the flight deck. Ooh, I'm gonna be left of center. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I got this, I got this, I got this. Right about there. That should be pretty close. I mean, for how tall this thing is, that's not terrible. You're glad you didn't have any earbuds in? Yeah, I need to turn that shit down. I thought I turned the compressor down, too, to make it better. I'll have to go check the compressor settings, because it should have caught that and kept it from being ear doom.
Parking brake set.
If you know what I mean. Hold on. Let me actually look. I could have swore... Yeah, I have a compressor set. It definitely did not do anything with that. So let's fix that one real quick right now so I can check the volume so we don't have ear pain happen again in the future. Because goddamn. It's gonna be in sound files that I set that. Oh no, don't remove it. Let's go volume like 50%, maybe, or 60%. Let's try that. Try it again.
Oh no!
That is still ear pain.
Our table! It's broken!
Let's try 30%. That's better.
Oh no! Our table!
That's still pretty loud, but...
It's broken!
How loud is the easy button?
That was easy.
That's freaking loud. Okay, apparently I need to turn the mold down to 30%. Let's do that real fast. Yeah, I'll do it later. Screw it. It's not something to be done on stream. So let's do our landing replay, and then we will get out of here. So let's get rid of that overlay. Let's go to the landing view replay, shall we? Ooh, look at that. That was a good work on that. And this all happened because I got too high. The second you get high in this thing, it is hard to get caught up because it is bad. And I got too high the second I disconnected the autopilot. It was like the autopilot was starting to correct the nose down. And I just never caught up. You can see I over-rotated, and then I kind of brought the nose back down to keep it from being painful. Oh, that's cool that it brings the spoilers in when you go to thrust reverse, that way, or the slats in when you go to thrust reverse, that way you lose that extra lift. It's part of the lift dump. Oh, that's really cool. I had no idea that plane did that. Oh, that's super cool. So that's these things right here. Those are there to help produce extra lift when you're at a slower speed, just like flaps. Let's do another view. Let's do the belly landing view, shall we? Here comes the rotation. I mean, if I would have just... That was actually close to just being amazing. Wait, did it almost lift off the ground again? Hold on. Wait for it. Lift. Once that's up, there's no way this thing would bounce off the ground like it just tried to do there. We'll do one more view. Oops, hold on, let's go a little further back. So see, if I would have just held my nose just a touch higher, it would have rolled on. It would have been beautiful. Well, there you go. There's our flight from Denver to Helena. I do need to work on getting a little bit quicker at getting this plane ready to go. There's an awful lot of systems you got to get ready on it, though, which is why a simple 1 hour and 20-minute flight takes almost 3 hours in the simulator world. So there we are. So a few things to work on. Need to see if we can't fix the engine goofiness with the throttles. It looks like number 2 shut itself down. It probably ran out of fuel. Yeah, they're all about to run out of fuel. That's hilarious. But yeah, that's our flight for today. Thank you very much for flying along as always, Rydog. Also had Dr. Foodbar pop in and say hello. Thank you for coming in, Foods. And we had Mr. Aviator XP pop in as well. So, without further ado, let's go find someone to raid. And we'll peace out, shall we? Let's do an Enterprise raid. We haven't raided him in a hot second, so here comes your Enterprise raid. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next time. Have a very good day, and yeah, we'll see you next time we're flying, which will probably be tomorrow. Peace.
All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? Again, again,
Yes. What this is all about. New sponsor to announce today. Who wants to guess what this logo is? I, of course, had to digitally deconstruct the logo. Really excited. Sam says, Raid Shadow